Hey everyone, it's Q&A Tuesday. So before diving into questions, a little update on the beard. It's been about 2.5 months. My hair kind of grows slow. Not sure about this look quite yet. I'm actually going to the barber on Thursday. He's going to trim it up and see what it's going to come out to be. And like I said before, what's the worst that can happen? I can always shave it off. But in either case, let's dive right into it. First question comes from Ho Sang Choi. Hi, what do you think of the Panerai brand? Still a good brand to buy? Question mark. Yeah. Do you like Panerai watches? I personally like Panerai watches. I like everything that they make. Do I think the brand is as hot as it used to be 10 years ago? Absolutely not. But that works in your favor because today you can buy Panerais at 25, even 35% off retail brand new. Where 10 years ago, you'd be hard pressed to get a 5% discount. So my answer to you is that if this is a brand that you like, then it's a brand that you should buy. To solidify that answer, just came back from HK last week. I ended up picking up about 17 or 18 pieces from Panerai, including some pretty rare limited ones, at a pretty hefty discount. And I wouldn't have bought them if I didn't think I could sell them, because at the end of the day, this is my business. I buy to sell. I don't buy to collect. So yes, Panerais are still selling. There's still a strong following. I said it in one of my previous episodes, the only thing they need to do is try to reinvent themselves a little bit. They can't continue making the same watches over and over in different variations like Rolex, because they're not Rolex, they're Panerai. It's just not going to work for them. So I'm hoping to see something new and exciting from them next year. And I'm hoping that the Richmond groups will realize that, cut down production drastically, because they're making way too many watches and all of them are limited edition, so that lost its appeal, and hopefully come out with something new and exciting to sort of pick the hype back up on Panerai. Hope that answers your question. Here's a good one from Brendan Mayer. What are your thoughts on dealers wearing their watches before sale? I see a lot of watch sellers on IG wearing watches out that they have on for sale, listed as brand new. I don't know about anyone else, but when someone wears a watch out, it's no longer a brand new. Thoughts? And here's one from Fabio Stefani. Great video, thank you. I was wondering if you wear the watches you own as a dealer. I mean, do you just go in the vault and take the watch, or buy it? No, I don't buy it. It makes no sense for me to buy my own inventory. I own everything that's in my vault, so technically all these watches are mine, right? But I do. I'm one of those dealers. I post stuff on my Instagram channel. If you guys don't follow me, the link is somewhere on my YouTube channel. But I go by Sharf. I'm one of those guys. Now, if I take a brand new watch and I put it on my wrist and I take a snap of it and I take it right back off, wrap it back up and put it back in the case, that doesn't necessarily make it used right away. If you walk into a watch shop and you take a watch out of a showcase and you put it on your wrist to try it on because you're interested in buying it, and then you don't buy it and they put it back in the case, is that watch now used? No, it's not. Now, if you're gonna take a brand new watch, wear it out to a club and go out somewhere and so on and so forth, then by all means, yes, you should not do that as a watch dealer, and I do not do that, neither does my business partner. However, I'll go in the vault, I'll go into the pre-owned section, and I'll pick a watch which I want to wear, and I usually pick those that don't scuff up easily. Like, you won't see me wearing PVD watches even though they're pre-owned, or sandblast finish watches, because if I scratch them, they're very tough to refinish. I told you I don't own any watches, and I wear watches all the time, and I wear different watches all the time. Today I'm actually not wearing a watch, and I'll tell you why. Guess what? When it's a secondhand watch, there's really no issue with that, because already a pre-owned watch, so wearing it more for a week or two doesn't make it any more used than what it was when it came in. Besides the fact, a company like mine, for example, when I sell pre-owned watches, I warranty all my pre-owned watches for 2 to 3 years, and sometimes more depending on the watch. And the reason for that is because when a pre-owned watch comes in, I actually have it serviced. And I have it serviced by a watchmaker, then warranties it to me, so I can in turn warranty the work to you. I spend a little bit of money, I invest back into my pre-owned watches in order to get them out there as working and functioning as good as possible. So no, the guys that are putting the stuff up on IG, that's all they're doing. They're taking the watch out of a showcase, put it on their wrist, taking a snapshot and putting it back. Sometimes they go outside to get a lifestyle shot, pair it up with a car and so on and so forth, but it doesn't necessarily make those watches used right away. They're still brand new watches. Again, remember, these are not stamps that are supposed to be sealed, or coins that are PS graded, sealed in a plastic thing. Next question. Roman, do you like the new Panda style AP Royal Oak chrono dials more, or the previous older non-Panda versions? The answer to that questions, and let's throw the Panda style up on the screen. I think we have them in steel as well as the rose gold. To answer your questions, I like the non-Panda versions. I like the plain blue dial, plain black dial, or plain white dial. That's just my own preference. That doesn't mean it makes them any better than what they're doing now. A lot of people still love the rose gold blue combo with the gold sub dials. A lot of people love the black on white. Again, it's just something different, and some that got tired of the same old Royal Oak, they wanted something a little different, and that's what AP did because they could. They didn't have to remake the watch, they just changed the dials. I'm gonna take one more and wrap this one up. This one is from Ramiz Salman. Again, I apologize if I got your name incorrect. Hey Roman, I love the videos. They're very informative and fun to watch. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Ramiz. The question I have is, can you give for people looking to get into the watch business, buying, selling, and making money? Of course, if you do cover my question, it will take a lot of time, but your input would definitely help people like me. Thanks. It actually will not take a lot of time. I'll give you a quick and very simple answer. Go on Google and Google watch trade shows, watch and jewelry trade shows, and attend them. There you'll meet me, you'll meet people like me and all the big players in the industry that sell wholesale to guys like you that want to get into the business. Walk around and ask one question: how much for this model? And then you have the power of the internet. You should be able to gauge what watches trade for online, and you should be able to say, oh, that means I can sell them for this, maybe slightly less, maybe slightly more, depending on who your potential customers would be, whether they're going to be an online public or whether they're going to be private customers that you may know that love watches. That's all you have to do. Attend those trade shows, spend some time, invest time into this, and invest time into learning, because the more you know in any business, not just the watch business, the more successful you're going to be. Keep watching my videos. I tell you what the market prices on watches are. If you happen to meet me on one of the trade shows, whether it's in New York, Vegas, Hong Kong, or wherever, I'll be happy to speak with you and show you what you can make money on. And a lot of dealers like me at these trade shows will do the same. But be careful, our business is not an easy business. So oftentimes guys like me will try to shove something up your throat, as they call it, to try to get rid of some inventory because they found somebody new and fresh in the business. So take your time, learn, and take risks. It takes balls to be in this business.
All I have in this world is my balls and my balls.
You know, and it takes a little bit of money. So hopefully that helps. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you once again for all your questions. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize. I will try to do so in the next episode. I can't possibly answer all questions, but I try to pick as many as possible and talk about as many as possible without making these episodes super long. Normally, this is the part where I would show you what's on my wrist. Well, today I'm not wearing anything on my wrist, and the reason for that is because once in a blue moon, I do take a break, usually after wearing like a heavy watch. I was wearing a platinum offshore for a couple of days, which was super heavy on my wrist, and I decided to take a break. This happens very rarely. I usually always have a watch on, but sometimes I just feel like, you know what, give my wrist a rest. And I do that by not wearing a watch for a few hours. By the end of the day, I will have a watch on. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit this like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday for more Q&A.